How you doing? You like my costume?
You are
How you guys doing? Welcome back to
SunnySword podcast. How you doing?
What do you think about foreigners come to Japan and wear a kimono?
Oh, that's dope.
Think it's dope?
Yeah, it's dope. Like the only thing that makes sense to me is like time and place. You know,
What do you mean?
like everything for anything that happens in life. I think there's always you have to think about the time and the place, right? So time and place means if you're coming to Japan to wear a kimono, you do it at the places where people would wear kimonos.
I mean, you only could do it in Japan, so.
But I mean, like, you can wear kimono in the States and like the cherry blossom or cherry blossom event or a Japanese event or like a. Basically, it has to match the situation. Is what I'm trying to say. That's what time and place means, right? So if you come into Japan, you wear a kimono, and you're wearing it at a
Kyoto,
event
right?
or a Kyoto or at a shrine or at a temple or at some kind of tea ceremony. Where
It's usually
then,
Nara
you know,
or Kyoto.
But I mean, I'm trying to say like then it makes sense. If you're just at the club
And you want to experience the culture, right?
Right. But if you just like put on a kimono and go to the club, it's kind of strange. Like it's not the right place to be wearing a kimono. Nobody's wearing a kimono at the club, like ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So time and place.
But you know what's funny?
What's up?
People think that's racist.
What? To come to Japan and wear a kimono?
Yeah. If you're not from the culture, don't imitate the culture type shit.
Ah, so you're talking about culture appropriation,
Yes. So, let's watch the video.
Do you like my outfit?
No.
No? Why not? What's up, man? How you doing? You like my costume?
You are
You like my outfit?
I mean, not particularly.
Strikes me as pretty insensitive.
Really? Why is that?
It's from another cultural tradition that is not really something you should be like using as a costume, really.
Does my outfit make you mad?
No, good.
Good.
Yeah.
漂亮，
漂亮，
漂亮，漂亮。
外套漂亮。
Do you have to be Chinese to wear this?
You don't have to. Anybody can wear.
What do you think of my outfit?
我很喜欢你这种衣服，很好看。
You really like it?
Yeah,
Looks good.
good.
What does that mean? Gonna go with good.
So people who say you look like a fucking joke, those type of people, go to fucking Kyoto and wear a fucking kimono. I'm just saying there's a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
No, but I think like
Hypocrites in the United States.
so I think that this video is interesting, but I think the video is incorrect. This video. The reason why is because where is he at when he's asking these
College.
at a college?
Yeah.
It's very strange to be at college wearing that outfit.
Maybe he's from that college.
Yeah, but it's still strange to be wearing that outfit randomly at college. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying is time and place, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Like
saying.
so hold on. So like but the people saying that they were offended by it or something is a little bit strange too.
That's the point I was trying to bring
because
it up.
I don't understand why you would be offended by it. The question of anything is if someone asked me, if he asked me at the university, do you like my outfit? I said, why are you wearing it here? Like that
should be the proper answer.
That's like, why are you wearing it
but
here?
that should be the proper answer. People saying you're a fucking joke.
Right.
I'm like,
But
why are you wearing it? I mean,
it's
outfit's fine, but why are you wearing it? Right?
yeah, like
that should be the normal answer.
That's the answer. It should be. It's like
Somebody say you're insensitive.
Right.
But like,
right. Like why are you wearing that outfit here right now at college? That the outfit. There's nothing wrong with the outfit.
Yeah.
It's correct. I believe it's correct. I'm not sure if it's correct
I,
actually.
mean, I guess he hasn't. You know.
I mean, I'm not sure if the person that wears that outfit wears that hat. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure because that hat is for the sun and like people who are working in the sun and
But
stuff. They wear that.
Yeah, but
you know
he's
what I mean?
in the sun, so.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So it's in the sun. But like, it's usually, I'm not sure if there's a nicer hat that matches those clothes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there might be a better hat for those clothes. But actually, as far as going Chinese and Chinese, he's correct on Chinese and Chinese. So, but I think that the
point is, like,
the people that were saying that he's offensive or he's disturbing, he's not.
Racist.
He's not. There's nothing racist about it. There's nothing racist about it. There's zero racism there.
And what pisses me off the most is, some black liberal from the United States come to Japan, right? And
Right.
they see Japanese guy with blades and cornrows and shit.
Right, braids, right?
And they always say, oh, cultural appropriation.
Right.
I'm like, you fucking wearing kimono in Kyoto. Like, what's the fucking difference?
I think
No, because a lot of black people come to Japan and say, "Oh, cultural appropriation. They're stealing our culture."
what's interesting is the person who says that is a certain person. Actually, do you know? I don't know if you know.
But why you go to Kyoto and wear
No,
kimono?
but the braids.
Cornrows, dreads, or whatever.
No, like braids itself. Braids itself. I just want to talk about braids first because
Okay, just blades, right?
right, just braids. Braids itself, for American people. Okay, because it's actually different for like people that are not American. So
Well, the styles and shit.
the cultural history of it.
It's from East Africa, right?
No. It's not even about that. It's more recent history.
Okay.
So if an African person probably has no problem with a Japanese person wearing braids, most likely. They probably don't have any problem with it. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of the Caribbean people may not have an issue with it too. It's going to be the American people.
And the British people.
I'm not sure about British history very much.
Okay.
But
Black people and the British, I'm talking
so
about.
I know, but I'm not sure about British history to even talk about British history when it comes to black people and hairstyles. But in the United States, okay, black people, black women especially, and black males too, were not able to wear their hair naturally.
You're talking about
Like
about 100 years ago.
not even 100 years ago, because my grandfather had to do this too.
Okay.
So my grandfather's less than 100, right? And so when if you look at famous singers in the 60s, for example, in the U.S., black men, for example, they all have their hair permed straight,
They
right?
didn't have afros?
No, the time of Frank Sinatra and all these people like that. If you look at the black guys that were
Yeah.
singing at that time, they have their hair kind of straight, right? What happened, and then so if you go like, for example, braids too, for example, was not seen as acceptable. Having curly hair was not seen as acceptable
Amongst black people.
among American people, white American people.
So if a white guy has a curly hair,
No,
what's going to happen?
this is actually for black people. What I'm talking about,
Oh, full black.
right? For black people. So black people had to straighten their hair to get a job, to be accepted.
And the social norm,
Yeah,
right?
in the norm. To get a job, to be accepted anywhere, you had to have your hair straight. And so generations of black Americans were straightening their hair or cutting their hair short. Men, short hair. That's why so many black men with short hair. Like it's only recently you see black men with hairstyles like that are not short. But let me just give you some history. Okay. And so what happened in the US that was really interesting was that, for example, a lot of black women would have braids, right? And it was just seen as not clean or not cool or not professional, whatever it was, right? But then there was a woman, very famous model, white woman, and she wore braids in her photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly it was stylish. It was cool. It was groundbreaking. It was praised. It was amazing. But when a black person did it, it wasn't clean. It was dirty. It wasn't professional. It wasn't anything like this, right? And this type of thing happened quite often, where like Madonna had braids, and then it was cool. Madonna had braids, but then a woman, like a black woman, wants to have braids, and then in the military, we don't allow braids, or whatever. Like it's very
I mean, military is pretty strict.
no. But I'm just saying, like if you have hair, braids is one great way to keep your hair together.
Yeah.
Right? It's like sports, like in Japan, a lot of sports girls do braids.
Basketball players too.
Right? They do braids because it like keeps your hair down. It's not around. What happens to these American women now is that some of them are very sensitive to having other people wear these hairstyles because for such a long time, it's never been okay for them to have it. And so that's kind of where this whole like weird thing comes in, And so that's something that they've never been praised for having these hairstyles. It's always been taken away and then celebrated by somebody else.
I mean,
You get it?
it
If you can
didn't have
understand
a
it.
positive effect.
Right. if you can
To
understand
black
that,
people, right?
Right?
Yeah.
You understand that. And so that's why I think that a lot of black women especially feel a little bit upset when they see, you know, Japanese girls or whatever kind of girls wearing these hairstyles, because these hairstyles have never been okay for them to have based on history.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know.
Now we're in a
But-
we're in a generation where the generation is changing really fast, right? And it's really interesting because now we have situations where people are saying, like Japanese women would say, like, I love black culture. Like I was inspired by this black person to have this hairstyle.
Or became a
Like,
singer.
Right. You know, but like what they're saying is like really positive things,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like it's very opposite from the last generation of people,
Yeah.
you know? It's not like you know, my braids are great and stuff, and they don't say anything about black people, you know? It's the opposite where they're even saying like, I love your hairstyle, love your hair. I wish I could have your hair. And I was inspired by somebody, you know? So it's completely like a very culture appreciation than appropriation. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's really different. And so that's where things are
Shifting?
it's shifting a
Yeah.
lot. It's shifting a lot right now. A lot of people don't understand the reason.
Yeah.
I explained it the best I could. I'm pretty sure that
But what I'm
other
saying
people
is
could
like
express it more.
like a lot of countries had blades too. Like even
They did,
before the
they did,
slaves.
they did.
The Native Americans had it too.
right.
Like certain tribe had
Right,
to do
right. That's correct.
certain ways.
That's correct.
So I mean, why the hell you come to Japan and complain about Japanese guy? No, because somebody was complaining about, you know, Leon, right? The rapper?
Okay.
Leon.
Yes.
He always have like blades or
right,
cornrows and
right,
shit.
right.
Some guy was complaining about it. I was like, leave him fucking alone.
Yeah. I think
He's harming no black people.
yeah, I understand.
Then why the hell are you in Japan?
I understand what people are saying. I understand both sides of the argument. You know?
I'm like, Leon had no slaves. I'm like, why?
I know. And then you go back to like, and then I guess the other thing is like, if you talk about
Even the Chinese had it too.
If you talk about braids, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, the way that Leon is wearing braids or any other people are wearing braids is they're doing it after most likely black American culture.
Yeah.
They're not doing it after Viking culture. They're not doing it after somebody else's culture.
Yeah.
You know? And so I guess that's where people want to try to say something, you know?
I'm just saying, but if you study the history, many different countries has.
They did.
So-
they did. But the braids that they're doing are not those history.
I mean,
braids.
it is a hip hop style thing.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing. It's not even hip hop. It's actually Black American culture.
Yeah.
Because not every Black American is a hip hop lover. You know.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
with genre, you know, everything evolves. You know,
Yeah.
genre evolves, hairstyle.
Yeah, I know.
evolves.
Yeah. So but I'm trying to say I understand both sides of the thing, but I'm just trying to say this is the root.
Yeah,
You know,
but
so-
I'm just saying, to me, it's fucking crazy. You come to Japan and complaining about a girl guy having a blaze.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with fucking slaves.
Yeah. It's
And they're doing it as a respect, you know.
You know, but it's sometimes it's not even about slaves or anything like that.
I'm just
you know?
saying, but they're doing it because they love the culture.
I know, and that's where it's been interesting recently, because like actually, I have a friend, okay, female friend, and I'll tell you the story of her because it was interesting to me. So we went to the club, hip hop club in Shibuya, right? And then
She's black?
Yeah, she's black, and there was some girls with Bantu knots. I think it's called Bantu knots. It's when you make these like really knots in your head. You've seen it before. The girl at the club had this hairstyle. Right
Japanese
here.
girl, right?
Yeah. And this hairstyle is really,
It looks really difficult.
yeah, it is difficult, but also it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
This hairstyle, okay? And so the girl that I was with at the club was upset at the Japanese girl for having this hairstyle. But hold on. Let me just. So this is just a story. It's a story. Don't laugh at her. You know. So she's like, why? I'm like, why are you so upset? She's like, this is like very like, you know, this hairstyle is very cultural, etc. She said or whatever, and I was like, okay, but why are you upset that she has it? Like, what's the problem? You know, and she's like, well, this is a hairstyle for us. And I was like, wait a second. I think anybody can wear the hairstyle, but you got to look at why she has the hairstyle. It's very important. You know, you got to ask the person why are they. You can't just be mad at everybody for having a hairstyle. I said to her.
Duh.
And so I said, let's go to her. This is real. This is 100% true.
Oh, so you
story.
asked her.
Yeah, so we went because she was the friend of mine was heated. No, like it was very. She was so angry, and I thought it was kind of like too much energy on this. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
But she had just moved to Japan recently, so it was kind of like a chance to maybe help her out.
Okay.
You know. Anyways, we go to
Please help her.
we go to the Japanese girl, okay? And yeah, I asked her, and I said, my friend is interested in your hairstyle, and she wants to know, why do you have this hairstyle? And the girl looks at the friend and looks at her hair and her face and stuff, and then she says, I really love black people, and I love the black culture, and this hairstyle, I saw it on the internet, and it was really, really nice, and so I wanted to try it out.
It's inspiring, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Was
That's all she said.
She thought it was beautiful and inspiring.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's all she said. And it was crazy because my friend that was heated relaxed completely and was like in a question. She was kind of like, her brain was not, it was like a first time or something for her.
For to
To
see
hear-
an Asian girl.
No, to hear such positive words. No,
Really?
bro. Let me understand. You gotta understand. Like for
Wait, where she lived in
you
the States?
from California, but you have to understand, bro. Like for a black person in the United States, there's a lot of situations where you're not affirmed. There's a lot of situations where you're not feeling like you're accepted, or you're not feeling like people appreciate you or something like this. Okay. So you can be an adult like her, where she was already in her mid-20s and completely moved by such simple words. You know?
Yeah.
She was completely moved. This is like someone's life experience.
Which part of California she's from?
Bro, it doesn't even, it's from near Los Angeles. But you just understand that this is like people's real life.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting.
It's real. And I have a similar experience actually, like this.
What is
Where-
your experience?
My experience was in Korea. You know, and it was really interesting because I was in Korea, and I was just walking in Hongdae. Hongdae is like the Shibuya, Harajuku of Seoul.
Not the car, right?
No, not
Hyundai.
Hyundai. Hyundai.
Hyundai? Okay.
Right? And I was walking there with some friends at night, and there was a park. And it was crazy because suddenly this guy comes up to me and was like this to me or whatever. You know, it was really interesting.
Wait, he never
And
saw a black guy or something?
he was a Korean guy, okay? And then so he's like, "Hey, come here." You know, and my friends were like, I had two friends with me. And then
Two of them black too?
no, one friend was mixed, another friend was Chinese American. But I know them from college.
Okay.
Or I know one from college and he knows her. Anyways, we go to hang out with these Korean people for a quick second. We go see what's up. And the
Doing
dude,
drugs or something?
No, the dude gives me a hug. Okay?
Out of nowhere.
Just listen to the story, bro. So he gives me a hug. And then he says, I want to say, he asked me first, like, are you American and stuff like this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm American and stuff. And then he says, you know, I want to say thank you to the people of Americans that came before you. You stood up to racism. You stood up to a society that didn't support you, and you were able to become strong. Us as Koreans, we have learned a lot from what you guys have done. Here in Asia, Korea hasn't been a country that has progressed very well because of the history.
North and
No,
South,
but
right?
also Japan, what Japan did to Korea, other countries too, right? So Korea has been a country that has dealt with a lot of oppression, etc. And so he said, you know, your people like Malcolm X, and he mentioned Martin Luther King and other people have been kind of figures and models for Koreans to level up and become better. So I just want to say thank you to you and the people who came before you. You've inspired us. And I was very shocked to hear these words
Who wouldn't be?
in the middle of the night in Hongdae. But those words were so deep. I never
It's
forget
powerful.
it. I
Yeah.
never forget it. Because nobody in the US would ever say that shit. You know? Like the fact that someone is saying to you that you and the people before you were amazing for overcoming something, you inspired us to do better, is amazing words, man. It's really amazing to hear that. It makes you feel like you belong somewhere and that your presence and existence on the planet matters to someone and whatnot. And so if you grew up without hearing such kind of words and feeling the opposite, actually, like, is it okay if I'm here? Is it okay if I think like this? Is it okay if I'm the only one of this skin tone in this room? You know, is it okay if my hair is like this? And then suddenly, you know, like I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? Like if you grew up, people grow up like that in the US, especially a lot of black people. In California, like I'm the only black person in class. A lot of times.
California fucking different.
But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to really give you the like real experience of some people. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Feels like really different from New York.
So if you understand that people are,
So there wasn't no positive reinforcement when you're growing up, right?
what I'm trying to say is that this is just when you come from a country like USA and you're a person that's black or has black ancestry in your blood, you may not you may not experience the feeling of feeling like you are welcome 100%. You know, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the positive reinforcement.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's what I'm trying to say.
So people come here.
Yes, you know, people come to Japan because they're interested in Japan, the culture, etc., etc., etc. You know, and also maybe trying to find a new place. Some people actually came here because they're trying to find a new place. Like they are tired of their own society and feel like this might be a society for them.
I mean, a lot of people moving out of the States, so.
Yeah, you know, and the reasons are for moving out the States are different reasons.
Yeah.
But some people move out the States because of not feeling like they belong. You know, that's one reason for some people.
Yeah, like the reaction we did with a bunch of halves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, she moved here, and she was here for like 5 years. She left now, and now she's in the U.S. and she's doing her thing. But she got a lot of perspective from living abroad. Of course, she lived in a few different countries. And it helps to have perspective. I think that's really important. You know, for anybody, like, you know, when people scream culture appropriation, I always feel like they might be missing some knowledge.
And positive. They don't understand the positive reinforcement.
Right. The positive thing.
And the people behind doing it, you know?
But I guess, you know, for the Black American people, like, a lot of them are just tired of things being stolen.
Okay.
You know, and if you look at Black American history, a lot of things that Black people created was basically stolen by white Americans. And then so now the people making the money from it or benefiting or getting even called amazing for it are others that are not black.
But some black
and so that's why I think people these days become more, how do you say, aggressive to keep something. Because they feel like they feel like someone is stealing something.
Now, how about music though? You remember?
Music is a big one.
No, but some black lefty guy said Eminem stole our.
Yeah, I know,
music.
but he's late. But like, the thing is that Eminem didn't steal anything. And the thing, but you know what interesting here is in Japan. That's always been interesting to me when it comes to music, is Japanese people call hip hop, soul, funk, all these disco. They call it black music.
It's like all in together, like breakdancing.
Yeah, no, but they call it black music, right? Which is kind of weird to hear in English, but they're saying it's music that was created by black people, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's really cool in a sense that it doesn't delete the creator of the music.
Bronx, New York.
Because like in the US, creator of the music is kind of deleted. People don't know.
Really?
People don't know.
They don't know it's from South Bronx.
People don't know. No, people, not just hip hop, but like even rock and roll or whatever it is. Rock and roll. People think it's Elvis.
Elvis, no, he was Bruce.
No, Elvis was basically doing music that was from a black person. There's a guy.
He's from Memphis, right?
There's a guy, that he got the music from or whatever. But people think it's Elvis is the one that did that. You know, like there's all those genres, like so many of them.
Rolling Stones.
Made
it famous.
What?
Made rock and roll famous.
There's a lot of people,
Okay.
but like there was actually, but the original rock music was also created by black people too. And there's names. We don't need to go into the details,
okay.
but like the actual people exist and their records exist.
Wait, hold up. What was Johnny Be Good?
Is that I don't know. Johnny Be Good. But
Go. Go, Johnny, go, go, do 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 do.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
fucking back.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Okay, but anyways, you get what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
right? A lot of things that were created by black people are, in the U.S. at least, are not known to be created by black people anymore.
Even the Republican Party. Republican Party was created by black people. What's the matter? America. Stop being a Democrat.
But anyways, I think it's really cool. It's interesting.
Hey, we're wearing the Christmas Republican color.
I don't
What's
know.
the matter with you?
I think we're just wearing it's Christmas. But I didn't agree to. I'm not in any party. I'm non-party. So
I'm on the Trump side
I'm
party.
no party.
Yeah.
But you know I think it's really interesting to have that title, black music, that they use in Japan.
Yeah.
Because it does in English it sounds kind of cringe in a way, but it's what American black people want in a way.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
but-
because American black people want to be known for the things that were created.
So my thing is, if
know.
you come to Japan and complain about it, they hear what they gotta say, and you might be inspired
Yeah.
with a positive reinforcement. you know?
Right. Right.
Because one time, I'm not gonna name nobody,
Go
but
ahead.
this rapper
Oh.
featured a female rapper,
Oh.
and she had something.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Cornrow or something. And she was like,
Right.
She told the director like, "Why the fuck she has a blazer?" I'm like, ask her why.
Ask her why.
Ask her why. If you think it's a cultural appropriation, yada yada,
But you know
ask
what-
them why.
But so
You might be inspired,
You might be inspired, or
you
you
might
might-
have a different perspective,
But so the way when it becomes culture appropriation, it's time and place, right? Always. But if you have braids
with the Chinese,
right,
Yeah,
the
that's time
location,
and
the
place.
location. But like in that situation, like I can imagine, like say for example, she's never had braids. That singer, she
Mm-hmm.
never had braids before, and then suddenly because she's doing a collab with this rapper, she's gonna have braids.
Oh, she been having blaze.
Yeah, if she's been having braids, it's no problem.
yeah.
Then it's not cultural appropriation at all. But if you're like, oh, it's a hip hop video now, braids, then that's kind of fucked up. You get it? You know what I'm trying to say?
Kinda cringe, yeah. Yeah, it's cringe.
You're fucking
Yeah,
up now.
yeah.
Like there was a video, this European video. They're doing the African dance. This one right here. Anyways, in the video, it's an African dance. Like I'm a piano dancer. I'm a piano dance, but
All
all
the
the
tribe dance or something.
yeah, this is really popular dance, right? That's on TikTok. But what happened in the video was that they're all European people, right? All white people, but they all have on like track jerseys and do rags, and like Jordans or some shit, and they're doing the dance. And they all have do rags, like all of them, not just one person. Like one person, okay, all of them. This is super culture approach, cringe, doesn't make sense.
They're doing it for fucking views.
It doesn't make any
no,
sense at
they're
all.
doing it for fucking
No,
views.
they probably thinking, I'm a African song, hip hop, a
it's
do
views,
rag,
it's views.
whatever. It didn't make any sense at all.
It's definitely views.
And so everybody thought, oh, it lacks taste. It doesn't make sense. Like time and place, right?
Because more hate comment you have on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
You get more views.
Yeah, but I don't think they thought like that because they were trying hard. The video itself was like really well produced and stuff.
Well, that's how you get fucking views and money. I'm telling you, they're doing it for views. Anything you see on TikTok is for fucking views.
But let's go back. The last thing I want to say about culture appropriation is that usually the people who are complaining about culture appropriation are not from the culture that's being appropriated or whatever. For some
And
reason.
then the true hypocrite.
That's the weirdest thing. Like
true
because,
hypocrite.
like the people complaining about people wearing kimonos in Kyoto are not Kyoto people or Japanese people.
No, I'm just no. What
You
I
know what I
said
mean?
is, people who complain about the hairstyle,
Yeah.
goes to Kyoto and wear kimono.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's a hypocrite. That's what I thought.
Uh-huh.
What was you trying to say?
Yeah, but I think that the hairstyle one is not equal comparison just because hairstyle could be worn anywhere. If you go to Kyoto and wear a kimono, it's like very appropriate.
No, but why? The reason why I was pissed because those people who saying cultural appropriation,
Right.
go to Kyoto and
Right.
wear a kimono,
Right.
taking pictures.
Right, but going to Kyoto and wearing a kimono is correct.
It is correct, but I mean,
Like wearing a kimono all over the fucking place is not
like,
correct.
it's kind of hypocrite though. If you complain about,
I don't know. I don't really think the hairstyle versus the going to Kyoto and
It's the same.
It's a little bit
thing.
different. It's not the
same
same.
thing.
It's not exactly
If
the
you
same.
complain about
You know,
somebody's
it's not,
hairstyle,
it's not exactly
it
the
is.
same.
It is. It's almost the same.
Because you can wear a hairstyle anywhere, any place. But anyways, like
but if you think they're racist, and you go to Kyoto and wear it, that doesn't make any sense.
the thing is, I don't even understand how it's racist.
First of all,
I don't,
yes,
I don't understand.
I don't
how-
understand why.
I don't understand that because the definition of racist means that you're putting down another race,
Yeah.
discriminating against another race.
Fucking college kids, man. They
Right?
say anything racist.
It's just not
if,
racist.
If anything hurts their feeling,
It's
it becomes racist.
without even. There's no race involved. Just
Fuck
point
out of here. Hey, college kids, buy us a cup of coffee
Yes.
around the corner for a quarter. All right.
Yeah, if you like the video, please support us. Buy us a coffee. Peace.